Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So in this video, we'll be looking at Manchester United's shortlist for next managers according to the bookies and ranking them in a tier list. Yes, Erik ten Hag's future has come under doubt in recent weeks. There's reports that Manchester United's players expect him to be sacked, and the results aren't looking pretty. 12 league games lost already this season as we speak, and there's still a long way to go in the campaign. So in this video, I'll be going through the short list of players, their odds I'll be giving you, as well, because, some of these are a bit long odds, and we'll be going through a tier list and ranking them from these rankings. We will go from must be joking, not for me, not sure, give him an interview, and best in class. I wonder if any will make it into that top tier. So let's get stuck into some of these managers that have been shortlisted, and we'll have a laugh at some of these odds as well, and the book is even giving odds on them, I'm sure. We'll get stuck in right now. Before we do that, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, liking, commenting, sharing. Get your thoughts in the comments below as well as we get stuck into this tier list. Up first, Wayne Rooney. He's 50 to 1. Now, I think those odds should be even bigger because I don't think there's any chance he ends up as Manchester United's next manager. Although maybe one day in the future, he has spoken about his hopes and desires and dreams of one day managing Manchester United. Maybe it could come true. One day he achieved great things as a player. Will he go on to achieve great things as a manager? Who knows? I don't think he's the man, though, for Manchester United's next manager's job. That's for sure. So in this one, I have to go Wayne Rooney. I'm sorry. You must be joking. Now we go with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, I can't lie. Since Sir Alex Ferguson left, I know we've won a few trophies, the Europa League, the League Cup a couple times, the FA Cup, etc. But I haven't enjoyed football as much as I have when it was really good under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer than I have since Fergie was here. It was so good. But having that being said, he is 40 to 1 with the bookies. Again, I think it should be bigger. There's no chance Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ends up back at Manchester United. I don't even think on like a caretaker basis or anything like that. So I have to say, I can't say must be joking because it's happened before. So I'll go with not for me. But I do love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, one of my absolute heroes and an absolute legend as well. And I think a little bit more respect should be put on his time here as Man United manager. It was so fun at times. Next up, it's Carrick, 20 to 1 to join Manchester United next. Again, I think these odds are short. They've been stung by Leicester City winning the league that time, innit? They don't give silly odds out like that anymore. Michael Carrick, again, doing really well at Middlesbrough, showing that he has something as a young manager coming through. But you must be joking. It's not going to happen just yet, is it? You're not going to give Michael Carrick the job at Manchester United just yet, are you? It's not happening. Then we go with a man that was also at the club when Michael Carrick was a coach here. Kieran McKenna, 20 to 1, doing really well at Ipswich. But again, I can't see this one just happening just yet. No way this happens just yet. Maybe sometime in the future he goes on, does really well, gets Ipswich into the Premier League, does even better with Ipswich. I don't remember when they were in the UEFA Cup. Could that happen again with Kieran McKenna in charge? Who knows? But something like that would have to happen before he even gets considered for the Man United job. I think just a little bit far away at the moment. 20 to 1, very, very short odds there. I don't agree with those odds. But for me, I'm going to have to say, must be joking. Too soon. Julian Nagelsmann's 20 to 1 to come to Manchester United, and that surprises me. I would have thought the odds would be a little bit shorter, but obviously the bookies know something that I don't. Julian Nagelsmann, though, would be someone that I would possibly give an interview to. Maybe he could be the best in class. I don't know. We'll talk about that. Maybe readjust things later. But he'd definitely get an interview from me. Enzo Maresca, the current Leicester manager, is also 20 to 1. How are these odds that small? I don't get it. I'd need at least 100 to 1 before I'm putting money on this. Enzo Maresca isn't coming to Manchester United as their next manager. That's for sure. Don't clip this up because he's joined Manchester United in 2028. He's not ever going to be Manchester United's next manager, is he? Must be joking. Again, how are these odds so small? Jose Mourinho, 16 to 1 to be Manchester United's next manager. I've got to say, no. Must be joke. Why would you want to do that again? When it was good, it was good. Stockholm was amazing. Wembley was amazing. I fell in love with Jose. But when it was bad, it was so bad. And I didn't want to be anywhere but I couldn't be at Old Trafford. because I was there, but I didn't want to be. Mentally, I was on a beach somewhere. It was so bad at times. It got so horrible at times as well. Now, he was right with some of the things he said. And maybe with new owners and good owners that want to take the club. But no. It's not happening. You must be joking. Jose Mourinho is not coming back. Julian Lopetegui is 14-1, having just left Wolves. Now, that doesn't mean he's not going to be a success elsewhere. But I just don't see that one happening. It is not happening. Must be joking. I'm putting a lot in must be joking here. It shows you how cynical I am with rumours and all those kind of things these days. Now, Zinedine Zidane is 12-1. Now, I don't see this one ever happening, but I wouldn't mind it happening. I have said before, I wouldn't mind it happening. And I would give him an interview if Zizou wanted one. 12-1 he is. Roberto De Zerbi is 10-1 to be next Manchester United manager. 10-1, probably around fair odds. He's done really well at Brighton, although, you know, some of their results have fallen off in recent months. Obviously, got a man like Danny Welbeck there, of course. And he's doing well with what he has there at Brighton. There's a great setup there, though, at Brighton too. Could he be the Manchester United manager? He's being linked with other jobs elsewhere. So it's not a surprise to see him linked. I'm just not sure about this one yet. Although I would probably give him an interview. I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? I'd give him an interview for sure. De Zerbi. Simone Inzaghi is 8-1. How is that 8-1? Not for me. Not for me at all. Thomas Tuchel, 6-1. You know, looking on his way out of Bayern Munich at the end of the season. He's a manager that, as you know, there's been reports that he really wants the Manchester United job, and that's a job he'd be looking for. I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure he could go in that tier. I would also give him an interview though as well. Although I'm not sure. I'm really split on Thomas Tuchel. He could, on another day, maybe I'll give him an interview. But not sure for now. Ruben Amorim, Sporting Lisbon manager, been linked with so many different clubs. And I'm going to have to say, I'm not sure. I really, look, he could be the guy. He might not be the guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't scream at me like the time when we got Ten Hag. He was like, I want Ten Hag. Yeah, it doesn't scream at me like that. But maybe he could get an interview. I don't know. But I'd be interviewing a few more before him. But not sure is where he's going to end up on this list. Then we've got Graham Potter at 11-4. Now, Graham Potter at 11-4. The favourite at the moment. As we record this video, that's nuts in itself. He's not going to be the best in class, that's for sure. I could potentially. He's kind of like Thomas Tuchel, you know. I think the failure at Chelsea shouldn't mark him that badly. I'd give Graham Potter an interview, but then I should probably also be giving Ruben Amorim an interview. So maybe I'm being too kind to him. Maybe I am. Having done all this video, what I have learned from that, and that is the final tier list, by the way. No one made it in the best in class. What I have learned is no one's screaming at me. No one's screaming at me. Man United need to get rid of Ten Hag now because this guy is available. When we got Ten Hag, it was clear. Poch or him, get one of them and stick by him. Now we've got Ten Hag here. He had a very good first season for Manchester United. A very, very good first season for Manchester United. This season hasn't gone to plan. But maybe just sticking by him is the right thing. Now, the results could get very, very worse, and maybe the decision becomes one that's so obvious to make, they have to make it. But I think stick by him. Let's see what he can do with this new structure. Anyway, thank you for tuning into this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with my rankings and stuff? Do you want to see me do more tier lists? Because I can do plenty more of those if you want. As you've probably seen, we've been a bit more consistent uploading the content on this channel. So keep it locked. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and I'll be back very, very soon.